Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm on, I guess technically it would be considered training day 2, I guess. But this is my second day at my TDY. And again, I'm doing seminary. It's actually kind of funny. I guess I should find where my phone's at. But it's kind of funny because I didn't realize that if you, well, I've lost my phone. Wow, that was fast. But if you put on like Instagram stories, so I'm really new to Instagram story, but if you put on there that you are like at a location, then people from that location can see. Oh, I found my phone. All right, great. People from that location can actually see it. And so since I've gotten here, I've been posting up like different things of how seminary is just like taking over my life since I've been here. And like the whole time I was flying over from Atlanta, I was like, wow, I was more concerned about getting seminary homework done than I ever was about like flying across the country. I was like, I feel like something's not right here. But so I just did my second day, and then we got off and did PT with the chapel, which y'all, I am so excited. Like, okay, I'm not excited. Okay, I kind of am excited. So they said, the chapel team were like, we want you to enjoy your time here. We don't want you to just like be overwhelmed with the fact that you have to do a PT test, because the PT test that we do here, like as a candidate, none of it actually counts for the real Air Force. So they were like, we don't want you to do that. We want you to enjoy your time. But I was like, I don't want to get in trouble. Sure no one's for not doing my PT test. And then we did with the chaplains, we did like physical training PT today, and y'all, I like schooled them. And I told them, I was like, I used to be a lot more athletic. Sorry, but I was a little nervous because I was like, oh no, we're gonna be doing something like pretty intense, and I haven't worked out like that in so long. And everything we did, like even the guy that was leading our PT for us, I was like schooling him. And they were like, are you kidding me? It was just pretty funny. I don't know, I felt really good about myself because I was like, I'm coming off of like not, let's fix this, but I was like, I'm coming off of not thinking that I've worked out a whole lot the past couple of months, and getting pretty nervous about that, and like my PT test, and now here they are saying like, you don't have to take a PT test. And we do, with the chapel team, we work out every once in a while. Yeah, it was like nothing. I didn't even sweat. I was like, I feel like I need to like go work out more, because this is nothing. So I just found that so interesting. But I found, oh, what is that? I found a hair tie. I don't think this is mine. That's weird. But I found, so apparently in downtown Ogden, there is a historic 25th Street or something, and it looks really pretty, like the mountains are in the background, and there's a coffee shop that's there. So I'm gonna head there because I've been everywhere on this base, I feel like already, doing homework. So I'm gonna go there and hang out there and look at the views and sit outside and just kind of enjoy as little as I can, or as much as I can, doing homework, and getting to do that while I'm looking at views. So we'll see how that goes. But hopefully once I get off base, I'll show y'all kind of what the mountains look like, and hopefully that place looks really nice. So that'll give you some enjoyment. And then I'm really excited about tomorrow, because the chaplain was like, we'll go do certain stuff, but then halfway through I'll go show you all the hiking trails. Like, how cool is that? Like halfway through our day. So y'all, it's like, it's not even 5 o'clock here yet, and we've already finished our day, went and worked out, and like now I'm going to study, like, and it's not even 5 o'clock yet. like, this is so crazy to me. They're like, how has your days been going? And I was like, I've never had this much time off in my life. And I was like, it's only been the second day. I was like, this is crazy. Like, I'm waking up later and I leave so much earlier. So crazy. But I'll hopefully stay tuned and I'll show y'all where we're going. I'm super excited. So yeah, pretty cool.
Strokes on a canvas, clay on the floor, in the hands of an artist, they become something more, yeah. 'Cause my life is a series of misses, of constantly kissing perfection goodbye. My life is a work that's unfinished, a heart that keeps quitting, a cup that runs dry. You make a symphony from broken melodies. You do it beautifully. You take the best of me, make it a masterpiece. You make a masterpiece. When the work's in progress, it doesn't look like much. No, I'm in the hands of an artist.
So I found this really cool coffee shop that was like in the heart of, like, when you looked out on the street, it was just like mountains galore. And so my plan was to go there and to do homework until they close, which is probably in about another hour or so. But I was sitting there and the sun started getting like closer and closer to me, so I was like, that's fine, like, I'll just move over. So I moved over and then the sun followed me and I was like, I can't do this. I am so super pale. I have like, my skin cannot do this. And I was sitting there, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm sure I'm getting burnt and just burnt and more burnt. And then my body started shaking some because I went and worked out. I didn't work out that much, but I worked out and I haven't eaten yet. And so my plan was to go to this coffee shop because it said online that they have other types of food there, not just like finger foods. So I was gonna go there and like get a meal, because the coffee shop at home, they have like sandwiches and like actual meals. So I got there, it was just like muffins and that was it. So I was like, I don't want to eat this. Like, I don't want to like ruin food that I need to eat on a muffin. So I got coffee. So coffee plus working out plus not eating since like 11 o'clock, and it's like 7 o'clock now. My body right now is like, you need to go get food. So unfortunately I had to pack everything up because I think my body is just not happy with me right now. So I packed it up and I walked back, and now I'm gonna go try to find some food for my poor little body. And then I guess I'm gonna go back to the hotel room and do more homework. So I guess it's just what it's gonna be. I would like to be outside more, but tomorrow I think we're going to see those hiking trails. And then hopefully I'll find, like, I need to find like a park or something to where I can kind of go out there and sit and just spend time out there and just see everything. But the mountains are just like right here, which is the craziest thing to me because I'm used to mountains just being so far away. And like in the Smokies, we can see mountains once we get on top of them, but it's like a slow transition up, whereas here they're just like smack dab right there and then they just shoot up. So it's just I'm just mesmerized at what this is. So I'm gonna go get some food because, oh, I need to find my phone. I don't have any clue where I'm at. Y'all, this is leather seats here and it is really hot here. And so I got out of my seat and I had sweated all over this seat because it is so hot, and I think it's just so disgusting. I was like, this is so gross. Like, I need to bring like baby wipes or something to like sanitize the seat after I get up. I'm like really embarrassed. So I'm gonna find some food. I think the commissary is gonna be closed by the time I get back to Bay, so I think I'm just gonna stop somewhere and find food and then continue on the studying life. So I finally kind of got tired of driving around and not finding anywhere to eat at. So I finally went to like a grocery store and got sushi. I was like, I am so hungry. I don't know if y'all can see it, but in the background there's like mountains. It is so cool. Like, I feel like every second I'm like driving around, I'm like, oh my gosh, God, like this is so amazing. Like, I always wonder if people, if they understand like how amazing that they have these places. Because like I grew up in like very much city area, and I love the outdoors, but you know, some people that I feel like grow up places like this, they just don't appreciate it ever. So I always wonder like if people appreciate it or not. I feel like it would be kind of smart of me if I start like giving actual like useful comments on here instead of just, this is my day, or this is what I'm doing. So one thing I've noticed since I've been here the past 2 days is, one of the things that I've learned is, as a chaplain, you have to have actions that back up what you say. If you, let's say, like if you're a chaplain and you say, this is what I believe, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm, like these are all words coming out of your mouth, and this is what I agree with, or I'm helping you out with something, or I'm working on something, but then you have no actions to back it up, people just don't respect that. And that is really hard to very much respect somebody when a chaplain, and I'm not saying this is any chaplain here, it's just, you know, like hearing stories and things like that, and but if you have no actions to back up your words as a chaplain, like you're not only representing yourself as a professional, but you're also representing like the faith almost. So it like makes me question when chaplains they just don't have any actions to back up their words. When they don't do that, it just makes me question, like, you know, where are you at with God right now? Because you're saying all of this, but you're not actually doing it. And so I think that's just one thing that I've noticed, just something that I think is really important, because if I'm feeling that as a candidate, or if I'm experiencing that as a candidate, then what are you doing to airmen around? Are you saying to them, oh, I'm working on this, or I'm working on that, and then you're not actually helping them? So that's the one thing that I've kind of noted, and this is not here, this is just, you hear stories all the time, but it's just something that I've learned and picked up on that's happened within the past a week or so. Your goal is to help people out. If you get in trouble for something, don't start finding people to blame. Like, don't go through this like blaming list of, well, I couldn't do something because this person didn't do it, that person didn't do it, and then start blaming people. It's just not giving yourself a good name. It's just not, you're pushing away these people that are trying to get help. So if you get in trouble for something that you did, like, own up to it. Like, don't just push it off on people. And then also one thing I've noticed too is even in emails, you as a chaplain, you have to be kind and respectful. So if you present emails in a very like I would say demeaning way, or that you are like almost like people think that you're chewing them out in an email, that's just not, number one, not professional. Number two, your ministry goes through emails too, so you still have to kind of like think about that. Like, how are these people perceiving my email? Are they perceiving it by are they going to feel lifted up? Because there's definitely certain ways to correct people. If people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, there are ways to correct it, to where you're not getting emotional, to where you're not like degrading somebody. And I find I've worked on that a lot with my own staff that I manage, because I manage college students. And I'm always thinking, okay, this email, how are they going to take it? Are they going to take it as I'm demeaning them and disrespectful to them? Or are they going to take it as, okay, I know I'm in trouble, or I know I've done something wrong, but I'm encouraged to continue on. I'm encouraged to fix it for next time. Because that's what I care about most is, okay, you made a mistake and you messed up, but I need you to know that so that next time you can not make that mistake. But if you keep making the same mistakes, we're gonna have a conversation that you might not like a lot. But if you don't have actions to back it up and you're not following what you say, people are just gonna lose respect for you, and they're gonna not look at your faith. They're gonna question your faith, and you just don't want that. So I would say, when you, as a chaplain, like, that's one good thing to pray about, is even through emails, even when you're correcting somebody, even when you, like, if you're in charge of somebody, you still have to do it in a kind way. Like, there's definitely a way to be kind while correcting somebody. There's just no reason to ever be demeaning or disrespectful to somebody. So I follow by the rule of, just because somebody's disrespectful to me or they've messed up gives me no right for me to be disrespectful to them. So that's just one thing that I've kind of picked up on, just like stories and hearing about things, and just kind of, challenging me on my own side of it, especially with my own staff right now. If I can't back up my words with my actions, then I need to not give those words out. I can't make those promises. So yeah.